Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I guess good news for the Ukrainians who reported that they sunk a Russian warship. And this is reported by, at least I picked it from my friends from Israel, from the Jewish state, the Jerusalem Post. And this article is dated January 11th, 2023. Now, this is the title of the article. Artillery sinks Russian warship in Dnipro River, says Ukraine. I will show you the picture that these guys attached to this article so you can see what kind of ship we're talking about. Alright, you see that? I personally doubt that that's the ship that was blown up in the Dnipro River, but hey, I'm just a little weasel here trying to inform you about what other weasels told this weasel. So let's move on here. The sinking of the Russian vessel has taken on greater symbolic meaning to Ukraine in the water. It's just symbolic. So, a Russian warship was allegedly sunk by Ukrainian artillery in the Dnipro River on Tuesday, the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine claimed. The class of the vessel was still being determined. Was this a rowboat or it was one-engine little fishing boat? I don't know. We'll see. So the class is still to be determined, said the General Staff on Facebook. An infrared photo accompanying the announcement shows what appears to be a patrol boat on fire. Come on, Ivan, help me. Oh, I'm looking. I guess it was something like that. Patrol boat. And I'm quoting, Ukrainian artillery has successfully shot a Russian warboat on the Dnipro River, end quote. The Russian defense minister tweeted on Tuesday. Okay, we got that one. The ship was reportedly in the delta of the strategic river which bisects Ukraine as well as its capital Kiev. In November, Russian forces retreated to the east bank of the river. The Ukrainian port city Kherson, which was recaptured in November after it had been occupied by Russia since early March, sits at the mouth of the Dnipro, where the river flows past several islands into the Black Sea via the Dniprovska Gulf. Now, they say here that the Ukrainians succeeded in blowing up 17 warships, Russian warships, since February 24th. That's what they claim, and I think that's pretty accurate. And it says, while the Russian Black Sea fleet far surpasses the Ukrainian fleet numerically, and enjoys a greater degree of control over maritime traffic in the Black Sea, it has been unable to achieve naval superiority in the body of water due to Ukraine's land-to-sea combat capabilities. And we know those were supplied by some Western, and they had some domestic missiles as well. Western nations have supplied anti-ship missiles, such as the Harpoon, to Ukraine. But it also has its own indigenously developed Neptune missile, a pair of which were famously used to sink the Black Sea Fleet flagship Moskva. The sinking of Russian warships has taken on a greater symbolic meaning to Ukraine in the war, especially online, where it has taken on a mimic quality. I know the Americans provided Ukraine with some small military boats, mainly for river use, not for and coastal use, I think, but not for further down or in like maritime big ships. And I don't know if it were about 15 or something at one point. I said, well, that's a good number, probably more than the Russians have. Well, so let's see what else these guys have about this. Nothing about this. So that is the ship blown up, sunk by the Ukrainians. Big or small, it's a successful hit. We take it as such. And it's not that picture that Jerusalem Post obviously posted over there with a big over there. that looks like a destroyer or something. I don't think a destroyer will fit in the delta of the Dnipro River, but hey, what do I know? Maybe it does, but I don't know. I don't know how far they can go in there, and why would you go with a ship which is so easy to easy target? It is an easy target, that's for sure. It's slow and big. What do you want? I remember when it was the Americans or the British, I think the Americans said that they will build another big ship and big this and big that, I don't know, aircraft carrier, I think it was. And I know that it was a Russian general who said, yeah, they can build big ships. We're gonna build just missiles to blow them up. He said the bigger the ship, the bigger the target. So it made sense. But if you have enough air defense systems located on a ship, then you can defend yourself to a certain extent. But that's also limited, because if these guys send, I don't know, 100 little ones first, and you blow those, and then they send another 50 real ones, you might not have ammunition to blow them up, or you don't even have the firepower to overwhelm everything. And if you have a few of those dropping straight in your hull, then you know, a second Titanic. So this is it. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.